Welcome back to Welly. What's the date today? 24th or 25th? I think 24th of August. And this is more like carpy weather. Drop of rain, some hellishly strong wind. Yeah, beats that rubbish weather we've been having all through the summer. So what's been happening at Welly then in the time that I've been away? Well, hello. Not a lot's. Well, no, I say not a lot's. No, not a lot's been happening for me because I haven't really been. And let's focus over there. Yeah, I haven't really been. I've been really busy at work. I've been selling loads of bait and getting loads of stuff ready. The fishing industry has been really slow this year due to the football and the incredibly hot weather. It's really starting to pick up now. And yeah, so I've had loads of family stuff on like you do, and that's meant I haven't fished much. That's fine, that's life. That's what being a working family man does for you. And obviously in the couple of weeks I've been away, typical Welly has really sparked off into life. There's been so many fish caught. Most of the big ones have been out. There's been some real good hits, and I've missed it all. So that's twice this year that the lake's kicked off, and twice I haven't been here. One time in May the lake fished really well. There were some massive multiple hits coming out, and I just couldn't get on the bank through work, a trip abroad. I'm sure you've all been in the same situation. It's just a fact of life. And unfortunately at Welly there's quite a few guys that seem to, you know, they can just fish in the week and they can do as many nights as they want. You know, I don't say that in a bitter or jealous way. I'm just saying how it is. You know, they're retired and they've got all the time in the world and they make the most of it, like I would if I was in their position. I'd be doing 3 nights a week, and they've done really well. They're good anglers, most of them, to be fair, and they're going to reap their rewards, aren't they? See my alarm's bleeping in the wind down there. I'm going to have to go and tighten them up in a little while before I go to bed. So yeah, what have I done since the last time I caught that 33 a month ago, whatever it was? I managed to do like 2 very quick overnighters, and both times I was on fish and I had to reel in just as it was all starting to kick off. So that pissed me off no end. But again, you got to go to work, haven't you? You got to put food on the table and food in your family's belly, so that's what we got to do. So this weekend, it's bank holiday weekend, I've got all the time that I want. I've got a free pass from Lou Bird. She said I can come out and fish as long as I want, and I'm going to have a blooming good go. So the lake's really busy. I'm the last one down again, sort of lumbered with the last swim. I don't mind, it's not a bad shout. And tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and move like I always do. And hopefully this weekend the Lord will supply me with a big fat carp. I'm probably due a real big one. It's been a while now, so there's been quite a few out, which is probably a bad thing because they're not all going to come out again. But you just don't know at Welly. It could be a 20 pounder, it could be a 49 pounder. Let's hope for the latter. But at least we've got some carpy weather. Another day, another swim. This is, so I spent last night where I filmed in all that rain down in the cold swim, and I've moved to the furthest point I can possibly be, back to the little lake. Dead annoying, but there was nothing down in that cold swim, and I knew that at first light. There's nothing showing down there, no bleeps, no nothing. You normally get a few bleeps down there if they're there, so I packed up, been around the whole lake, and I found some down to my left in this swim. This is a tight little arm that comes into the little lake. And there was a good 5 or 6 fish this morning, all fizzing and lumping out, and they're in a real awkward place, so I've sort of fished as near as I can. Middle of the day now, it's quite good for a bite in the day in here, so I'm going to be here for at least one night, and if nothing happens in here I will be moving again. Living life on my toes. Oh, perch attack underneath the rods. I'll show you what's going on in the park today because it's mental. It's just people everywhere. Average day in the park really. Bluebird and Chloe are coming to see me today, that's going to be nice. Hopefully I'll catch a fish while they're here, that'd be even better. Just show these people it's the bank holiday, August bank holiday weekend. I've done a lot of moving this weekend as you saw earlier. Finally paid off on the last night with what we think is the Chinese. £49, little puffy cheeks. Good reward for all the moving I've done, so let's get her back. Well people, I've got to be quiet because it's quite late at night. Still the bank holiday weekend. As you've seen, or you probably won't remember, but I spent the whole weekend running around the lake like a possessed demon. It was really busy when I got here. I haven't been able to come for a few weeks. I was really keen to get a fish under my belt, and yeah, I've been working really hard. Started off down that end of the lake, did a night down there. At first light I knew there was nothing going on, so I moved, went to the little lake, did a night in there, did see a fish, was on them for a little bit, but they soon sloped off like they do. And so I moved again, did a couple of hours in here. I've already fished another swim in between. Then I went out onto the point, did the whole day there because it's pissed it down all day today. And I was knackered and soaked. My gear is still wringing wet. I kept seeing these little tiny fizzing patches down here in what they call the arm. And I even tried scaring the fish away when I went out and fished on the boat, but when I came back in the afternoon in the worst of the weather, I could see they were still here. So in all the weather I packed up, moved all the way back down here again, made 3 little quiet casts, and the fizzing completely stopped, which is what they do in here. But I had a sneaky feeling they hadn't gone very far. There was a few little subtle signs, so I stuck to my guns, and really weirdly the rod that was furthest away from where all the action was the one that finally went off at 11:30, just a little while ago. And real sort of dogged, heavy circling battle. It nearly went under the staging, and there was a big branch on the line. It was all looking pretty desperate for a while, but I could see it was a big common. It looked like the Chinese, and sure enough it was the Chinese common. £49 exactly. It's been out a fair bit recently. I don't care, I just needed to catch it. I think it was caught by Martin Pick at 47.5, then Carl had it recently at 48, and it was 49 exactly this time. Again, it was on the HMV Pro, little bright one. It was actually a citrus all sort pop-up with about 30 of the HMV Pro spread around it, which is pretty much what I've been doing all through the year really. If it isn't a matching HMV Pro 12 or 15mm pop-up, it's one of the citrus all sort bright ones, simply because you get all the different colours in a pot, and you know, bright ones do seem to work on it here. So yeah, really chuffed with that one. And it's late and I'm knackered, so I should really get some sleep. See you in the morning. Welcome back to the Welly Files. Big thanks to my cameraman Steve, who's behind you right now. Just had a bit of a result. I moved this morning where I saw some fish last night, and not far from where Steve's had a bit of a red letter day. And the rod's only been out an hour or so. Had a good feeling they'd be here. On a little 12mm HMV Pro pop-up. Just caught this old, typical old Welly. £40, 40.5 with it, Steve?
Yeah.
£40, 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Just have a quick look. Typical lively Welly giant. There you go. £40, 8 ounces. Chance for another one yet, I reckon. So let's get her safely back. You can just carry on if you want, Steve. Mouth's all fine, no cuts and grazes. Bit camera shy this one. The perp. There you go. Welly 40 for you. Thank you, old girl. Thank you, Steve. That's right. Well, people, welcome to a very rough and windy night at Welly. October, conditions are bang on, first time I've been back for ages, and hey, we've gone and got one. Looks a good one too. Let's have the little monkey out and see how big it is. Proper result. Hi guys. Welcome back to Welly. Fish in here. What's going on? Why do they always come at night time, huh? Oh, for crying out loud. Nothing works today. Net didn't work. I don't work. But I have gone and caught another absolute beauty. Typical Welly fish with a big, chunky, thick tail. Really good fight. And let's turn this off so you can see it. A 47.8. Look at that old beast. That's an absolute beauty. On the HNV Pro again, a little 12mm boosted HNV Pro matching bait. It's been getting all my bites on here. 40 freebies this time, so I really went mad this time with the freebies. And yeah, really good fight, really good take. Looked about £30 when I was playing it, but it's weighed it was 47.8. It's got a great big head. Lovely Welly carp. Who says Welly carp at Battens? You've never ever been to Welly. Lovely grey old fish. There you go, check that out. Let's get some snaps and get him back. Well chuffed, well chuffed. Nice to be back. Right gang, bit of a catch up then. What's the date today? October the 13th. I had a real good one last night, one of the old original sort of hierarchy. 47 pound fish called Thick Crested. Real nice old grey, typical Welly fish. Fought like an absolute demon. Tried to get a few photographs of it, but I was on my own. It was a bit blowy, I couldn't wake anyone up, and I didn't really want to keep it for too long, so I just did the dumb thing, took a few quick cell takers in sort of auto mode, and a little tiny bit of footage of it just so that I could look back one day myself and sort of see what I'd caught, and yeah, put it straight back. So that was the far side of the lake in a place what we call the arm, and the arm is very good when no one's been in it. It's a piece of the lake that I quite enjoy.
but it's all down to who's been in there. If I know that someone's been in there in the week, I'm not going in there because the fish are quite spooky. But I know if it's been left for 3 or 4 days, I've got a real good chance of a taking there. And that's exactly what happened. I got here, the lake was really busy. It had been it'd been left for a few sort of days, sort of 4 or 5 days, maybe even longer actually. And the rest of the lake was really pressured. And I knew full well that at some point they were going to run in there. And I never actually saw anything for the first time ever. Normally when they're in there, you either see one crash, or you hear one, or you get a bit of an inkling that they're there. Nothing this time, never heard anything. Bit of a shock to catch that one at 3 o'clock this morning, absolutely roared off. And again, it was on the HNV Pro. All my fish have come over that this year. It's been doing me so well, and I've used very little bait. I've been using very small traps, little 12mm pop-ups, or a wafter, or a bottom bait, depending on the situation that I'm trying to deal with. So the summer's gone, thank the Lord. It's been the hottest summer I can ever remember. The driest, the lake's still really low. We need nothing but rain now, but at least we're getting some big winds and some sort of big lows coming through, and I think we're on the turn. I'm in a new swim today, although I've caught one over there. You think, why would you want to move? Well, the reason is because I saw an even bigger fish over here in these snags. Now, the snags that I'm fishing, they're there quite a lot, but it's quite often they leave, and I do expect them to leave at night time. I expect to see a couple crash and then they'll probably go out and feed, but it's the nearest I can get myself because the lake's really busy. It's the only chance I've got between now and 7 o'clock tomorrow morning when I've got to start packing up and get back to reality. So I'm in here. I've moved, I'm giving it a go, and obviously I will keep you informed. Winter's just round the corner, and I'm going to show you all the rigs, all the baits that I've used this year. It hasn't changed much. I've stuck to my guns. I've got some setups which I know work, and here you go, come to one of the most pressured lakes I've fished, and they're still working, so they clearly work. So one more night, fingers crossed, let's do it.